All right, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Before we get started into this video, it's probably not going to be too terribly long, but this video is just the install portion. It's not going to cover like how much it actually fixes the sag or how much it does anything. This is just going to be direct install. I'm pulling the wides off. The reason I'm pulling them off is because we are going on a 6-hour camping trip. I'm just not telling on wides. I never have. I know some people will just go forever and they have no problems, but whatever. Going back to stocks. I do have some other parts that are coming for this truck too, so if you're watching, just keep that in mind. Today's just going to be the bump stop portion that I'm going to be installing, but I also have Timbrens, what are they called? Like the dual rate travel with the end links and a couple other things. So right now the truck has a 1/2-inch Timbrens soft ride lowering spring in the back. I know this video is not about that. If you want to run that spring, it is extremely soft. The ride definitely makes it better, but as far as if you tow with it, this truck already sags because it's coil springs. If you go to Timbrens soft ride, it sags a bunch. Like, just keep that in mind. I really like how the ride is with it. I'm going to keep them because I kind of dabble with like the street setup a little bit, so I'm not sure these 35s are going to be staying on there forever. So keep that in mind. Let's get into it, guys. So this is the box. Bought these used off Facebook Marketplace. There's instructions for these. So it's 14 to present for Ram 2500s that have these. So basically these are, from my understanding, are just going to bolt directly into where my factory bump stop is. I'm going to get the truck jacked up with the wheels off so I can take the wheels off anyway. And then it does come with spacers and hardware. The guy that I bought these off of told me, he was a super nice dude, by the way, told me that he never had to run them. I think it's if it's like lifted, if your rear's lifted, which mine is definitely not. So I'm not going to worry about that. Let's go ahead. This is, if you're wondering, I guess this would be a good time to show you how these look. And there's a name on them somewhere. I thought I saw a name on them. Oh yeah, right there. Yep. Made in old Canada. All right, goodness. So you got your 2 mounting points. I'm not sure what that is. Probably 14 or so, or 13, 15, something like that. Gonna unbolt your factory one. That's all it is. It's 2 bolts. I'm gonna bolt the new one in. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Due to the fact that my truck's lowered, it's on the Timbrens and I have the isolators out. You can see that space. It's not gonna work. So I'm gonna have to support the frame to where I can allow that axle to drop down a little bit more so that I can, I probably should have did it to begin with. I'm not sure, maybe if I didn't jack up from the axle, maybe it would have let that rear drop a little bit. By the way, I do have the Timbrens, this is completely off topic, I do have the Timbrens track bar. You guys are struggling with some like random sway that's on the highway with these 4th gens and probably 5th gens. That is a big fix. So anyway, let's get this supported. Let's get this unbolted, and yeah, we'll keep going. So before I just throw these back in, I kind of wanted to show you guys, this is your factory one. So it's kind of, you know, obviously it's straight, but that's kind of how it rides versus this where it's supposed to have like an active rate in it. They say you just leave these on all the time, so there's no maintenance behind them. Believe me, I'm gonna do a video when I'm towing my 32-foot camper. If it's rough, like I've kind of read some stuff where it could be rough. If it is, you guys will 100% know about it. So let me go ahead and toss these in, show you how they're looking up here. Use a little PB, and we'll go. All right, guys, I'm gonna knock the other side out, but just want to show you guys this back bolt right here, and they're designed the same for both sides. It's pretty interesting to get to. You got to get a little creative. But anyway, 15mm bolts. That's how it's gonna look. You can definitely, it's going to be riding on that. So until my other springs from Timbrens come the soft rides, it's probably going to be pretty bouncy in the back, I would imagine. But we're about to find out. So let me go ahead and toss on the other side real quick. You guys don't need to rinse and repeat on how to do both sides. Toss the factories back on, and then we'll see how it looks. Also, give me some recommendations in the comments, guys. I've been really contemplating buying some baller shocks. So just let me know. All right, guys, this is gonna close this video out. If you are lowered, I will say, I could definitely see this being a little bit of a problem riding on that the entire time. I'm sure that's probably pretty bouncy. I don't know for sure. Once I toss the front wheels on, I'll be able to tell visually the back of the truck is taller, for sure, because it's just resting on that. So whole nother video is going to be live. So if you're under the playlist of this truck, just keep that in mind. I also have a whole nother video showing this if you guys like the stance setup, which I do. That's my preferred look. But practicality, it's obvious. Your stocks, they're just the way. If you guys have made it this far in the video, I appreciate all your support. Still quest of 10,000. Merchandise down in the description below. If you guys need anything, just let me know. Thank you. Support those who support you.